Okay, welcome to another prepared flight simulator video, and this is going to be another look at some part of the world. This was a request from somebody who saw one of my previous videos. They wanted to see what New York City looked like in Prepared. So let's go ahead and get into the sky and have a look around. We're taking off from JFK, and yeah, just get things underway here. Let's pitch back. Raise the landing gear. Let me make sure the landing gear is going up. Okay. I was having a bit of issues there with my control mapping, but I think it seems like I've got that under control now. But I was having issues where the keys that I had mapped to my joystick weren't working, so sometimes when I would raise the landing gear, it wouldn't actually raise the landing gear. Anyway, New York City, pretty popular location. A lot of people know what it looks like just simply from watching movies, because it's frequently the backdrop of many Hollywood films. I've never been there myself. It's actually, it's a part of the United States that I just personally don't have a lot of interest in. You know, the northeast part of the United States, I just don't really care if I ever go there or not. I think that is the Empire State Building, maybe, on the right. I'm not sure. And we're currently flying, what is it, northwest. So we will probably get out of the city fairly quickly. So let's just go forward a little bit farther, then we'll kind of turn back and head back toward the city. I don't know what that is. Yankee Stadium, maybe? I don't know. But it looks like as we head inland, we are getting into some hillsides there. I really don't know the terrain of New York. I don't know if it gets mountainous as you get well inside or not. I guess not really mountainous per se, but you know, hilly. I know if you get up into the northeastern part of the United States, New Hampshire, Vermont, that area, I believe it gets pretty mountainous actually. But let's bank back and head back toward the city. See if we can spot some of the more popular buildings or bridges. I have flown by here once, and I did see the Statue of Liberty. Bring back the throttle a little bit. Let me get down out of these clouds. I didn't mean to climb this high. Let's bank back more this way. So I'm not sure. I don't think that's the airport that we just took off from, because I don't think we've gone back far enough yet. Let's throttle back a bit. I don't know what bridge that is immediately down below. So that's the Statue of Liberty. Let's see if I can fly past it. Let me put the velocity vector right on top of it so you can know what I'm pointing at. That would be right there, kind of off to the right of the velocity vector. That's the Statue of Liberty. And I don't know what those buildings to the left would be, if that's like the Chrysler building. So let's slow things down so we can kind of buzz the statue. Let's throw out the speed brake so we can slow down even more. Careful not to crash into Lady Liberty. So there's a flyby of the Statue of Liberty. Let's bring the speed brake back in. And I do not know what bridge that is. I forget the names of the bridges in New York. I think one of them is George Washington Bridge, maybe. You know, I think I would actually recognize the Chrysler Building if I saw it. That's the Empire State Building, there in the middle, the tallest one. I'm not sure what those are. Bring up the throttle a bit more. I feel like I'm kind of descending. Yeah, I don't really know all these buildings. I think off to the right, that's the Chrysler Building. The one that's to the right of MetLife. And I'm thinking we're flying over top of Central Park right now. I'm guessing that's what that square green area is. Doesn't seem like an accurate representation, but I think that's probably what that has to be. And then off to the left, that bridge, I think might be the bridge that goes between New York and New Jersey, maybe. I'm not real sure on that. Got a little bit of traffic down there. If you look at the road real carefully, you can see the cars on the road. And we're just kind of flying up the river. I think this is the... I forget the name of that river. Potomac River, maybe? Again, I've never been to New York. I just don't have an interest in that part of the world. I have a sister that lives in Maryland and a niece that lives... I think she actually lives in New York City, some part of it. Not the busy part, but somewhere on the outskirts. But it does look like as we kind of go north here that we're getting into some, a bit of terrain. It's not real mountainous or anything, but these hillsides are, that's quite a bit of elevation change. Let's bank to the right, fly back toward the city one more time. And I forgot to start the timer, so I don't really know where I'm at on the video, so we'll just kind of fly back, do a flyover one more time, and then we'll just end this part. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the don't like button. And if you're interested in seeing what your part of the world looks like inside of this flight simulator, leave a comment down below. Let me know, some major city around where you live, and I'll happily do a flyover if you're interested in that. pulling about 3 Gs on this turn, and I've only got the elevator just pulled back just a slight amount. It's amazing how much G-force you get just with relatively small turns. Of course, we are traveling at almost Mach 1, so I suppose you'll have that. And we're flying mostly west at this point. Southwest. Let's fly up the river. A couple more bridges over here. Actually, instead of flying back toward the city, I saw some buildings over here on the left. I'm going to fly toward that. Bring up the throttle a bit, get over there a little quicker. Just have to be careful again not to overstress the vessel. I have managed to do that. I'm overspeeding now, in fact. So let me bring the throttle back down. There we are. I have managed to overstress the vessel during one of my flights. I just wasn't paying attention and got caught up in the scenery. Next thing I know, the whole vessel incinerated. So what do we have over here? It looked to me like there was some kind of major structures over here. Maybe it's just a big airport. But let's fly over there and see what it is. Yeah, it's just some kind of major airport. It might even be the one I took off from. I really don't remember. Yeah. But there's a look at that airport. Let's pull back around. And if we have time, we'll go ahead and fly over the buildings one more time. Over New York City. Got a little bit of air traffic control. Activity there. Here's another bridge. What would that be? Golden Gate Bridge, perhaps? No. No, that's in San Francisco. What am I thinking? I meant to say Brooklyn Bridge. I'm not sure if that's what that is or not, but I'll have to look up a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge after the flight to see what it looks like. But that might be it. Golden Gate Bridge. Jeez, what am I thinking? Yeah, we're getting back over toward the major part of the city now, I believe. Of course, we'll know for sure when we see the tall buildings popping up. And there's a runway down there. I guess I've lost track of where the big buildings are. Pan the camera around a bit. Huh. I have completely lost track of where I'm at. I would have thought that we would be flying over top of the major buildings right now. Let's turn toward the... toward this way a bit. See, that's north, or at least we're coming around toward north. Now north. And I think we need to be going kind of east. Yeah, I've just lost track. I don't know where I'm flying. Okay. Oh, wait. There we are. Over this way, I think. Let me just check quickly to see if that... Yeah, there we are. Okay, I can see him in the background now. And it's pretty easy to lose track of where you're at when you're, you know, there just aren't that many landmarks to go by. At least when you're not real familiar with an area. And we've ran out of gas. Yep, fuel's at 0. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end this part of the video. Again, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, hit the don't like. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content. And I will see you in the next video.